Hi, and welcome to the Life After Losses blog. This is 158. It's all in a day's work. And since tomorrow is New Year's Day, that's going to be kind of our topic today. When we start each day knowing that it's a building block to something bigger, like a week, a month, a year, a decade, or a lifetime, it really helps to know that as we maximize each day and what we can do, we can absolutely transform those weeks, months, years, decades, and our lifetime. Self-help and New Thought author Robert Collier once said, "Success is the sum of the small efforts repeated day in and day out." Now, in our pursuit of significant life changes, we often overlook the power of small daily actions. I've been writing for the last 3 years that the changing of the clock to midnight and then our new day and a new year is really symbolic because it's arbitrary. I believe that you have the ability to begin transforming your life anytime you wish to make a decision to do so. And since tomorrow is the first of the day of the new year, I want to talk a little bit about the transformative power of incremental change and how, by making the most of each day, we can witness profound changes by the year's end. So, first of all, we need to really understand what is incremental change and why it's important. So, incremental change is the practice of making small, manageable modifications or improvements every day, which compound over time to produce significant results. This approach is backed by various psychological theories, including the compound effect, which illustrates how repeated actions, no matter how small, can accumulate to create substantial outcomes. It's a reminder that every grand journey begins with a very simple step. It's like if you were to invest $10 a week for your retirement for 45 years, it seems like a small and insignificant amount of money, but with the compounding and the consistency, you would wind up with more than $165,000. So increasing that slightly can result in some significant cash. To harness the power of incremental change, we have to start by introducing small daily habits that align with your long-term goals. For instance, dedicating just 15 minutes a day to learning a new language could lead to noticeable proficiency over a year. Similarly, setting daily micro goals like a short meditation session or brisk walk can significantly boost your overall well being over time. And surely you can see how this can be done, right? I mean, I write a 700-page word blog. Yeah, I write a 700-word blog every week. And in a year, I've got enough material for almost another book. And if I shave off 500 calories a day, which is really what my goal is, in a week, I can lose a pound. Now, obviously, with other changes as well, whenever we try to make changes, it's not without challenges because it seems to me that every time I try to do something to change the balance a little bit in my life, something else comes up to stop me. Maintaining motivation, especially when progress seems slow, can be daunting. And the key is to celebrate those small victories and understand that setbacks are part of the journey. Being flexible and willing to adjust your strategies also helps in staying aligned with your goals. Now, I've spoken with hundreds of other widows and widowers over the years, and many of them feel they're not getting better. But when I ask them to look back at the early days of when they couldn't get out of bed or when they cry at the mere mention of their loved ones' names, invariably they come to realize that the crying is it's less frequent, and sometimes they find themselves actually laughing. And it's those incremental changes that make it possible to look back and see how different the path became. Perspective eventually lets us see the forest for the trees. So, as you embark on your journey of incremental change, remember that every journey begins with a single step. And by putting one foot in front of the other, forward is the only way you can go. Now, whether you choose to take those steps starting January 1st, 2024, or May 11th, 2025, or some other arbitrary day, make the choice. And keep in mind that the changes you make today or on that day, however small, are laying the foundation for a transformed tomorrow. So start small, start consistent, and watch your days turn into transformative weeks, months, decades, years, and a life. And I encourage you to share your plans for small changes or stories of how you handle such changes below in the comments, or you can link over to the Facebook page to where we discuss the blogs. Let's take some comfort and inspiration from each other's journeys. Until next time.